What's up? What's happening, everybody? K Mega 405 coming to you live from the 405, where I'm just your regular gamer. Talking to the intelligent gamers out there. Welcome, 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 man. If you are new to the channel, be so kind to hit that subscribe button. Share this out because I do have some things that is going to piss off, I think, everybody. I don't care. Like I said, 2024, I don't hold anything back. I'm going to let you know exactly how I feel about these things. There's no kumbaya shit over here. So let's just keep it real. Also, you know what I'm saying, on the quest to get to 5,000, we're almost there. Come and go ahead and help your brother out. We're going to get there. I'm going to start bringing more content, barring of, life situations with my mother, real life situations with my mom and stuff like that. But I plan on going and trying to do the engagement thing. I've always talked about it, but I've never done it. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to, in 2024, you're going to see a lot of my big head, and you're going to see me in these glasses because I am now gotten old and I have to wear glasses. But other than that, they don't look too bad. Okay, anyway. What's going on, everybody? Man, appreciate it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I do, like I said, I have plenty to say, and I just can't wait. But first, let me go ahead and say what's up to the people that's in the chat: Stormwalker, Big Mad Mo, Ocular Fan. You know what I'm saying? Mishi, you know what I'm saying, appreciated right off the bat, you know what I'm saying what's up, nigga. The problem, in my opinion, is those damn content creators. And then we got Stormwalker right here saying, man, K-Mega, just your title alone had me screaming, yes, sir, yes, sir. Messaging isn't an Xbox problem. They aren't the ones spreading the rumors. And then, of course, we got Big Mo, as always, man, saying, good morning, folks. You know, Ocular Fan, yo. So anyway, let's just get straight to it, right? Where do I want to angle this? Because there's so many things so many places I want to go. So let's just start here. All right, rumors. I get it, right? As content creators, we go where the content is. We want to talk about it. We want to get involved. It's part of just what we do because it's not only, it's fun, it's interesting, you know, good rumors, bad rumors, whatever, right? But it's another thing when rumors consume you to the point of where you believe them. And if that rumor isn't a reality, you still allow that rumor to fester. And when that rumor eventually maybe actually comes true, then you could always come back and say, I told you, I told you. That's an obsession. And that is the problem within the Xbox. Not only with content creators, but the people that live, breathe Xbox. Not me. I'm an Xbox guy. There is no question about it. My favorite platform, really the number one dominant platform that I play on. But I don't get consumed by this because I've seen this and I've addressed this. Let's take it back to 2016. I've said this many of times. When Xbox was first putting their games on PC and so many people didn't like it. Oh, so many Xbox people. Oh, this is abandoning the Xbox. This is doing this. This is doing that. Xbox seen something. They seen something. And I seen it. Not saying that I'm an insider and know it, whatever, but I see that, like I said, I follow trends. I'm not a person that has all these degrees in business and things like that, but as a person who's worked, you know what I'm saying, who works, who gets involved into people who do business transactions and in our bosses and things like that. And then just how things work when you are working and you see how things move and how things sway, turnover, all this other stuff. Listen, this is the reality. Xbox seen something well ahead than we did. And when they had their plans with the Xbox One, which at times I get sick of talking about the Xbox One. The Xbox One is gone, right? But you have to go back in order to understand what's going on now in some places. And so when they seen the situation that was happening in 2016, they went ahead and they were like, okay, all right, you know, we got to make these moves. We got to do these things. We just got to do this, right? And so when you see this, from what they made the point, and everybody was upset about it. And then, of course, when you go to the DRM situation, which whatever, and then you go into the fact of when they brought Game Pass, Xbox gamers didn't like that. Xbox gamers didn't like digital content. There was a lot of gamers outside of even PlayStation gamers, or that, and Nintendo gamers, and it was kind of funny because there was PC gamers that was over here claiming that they didn't like, they wanted hard copies, and they haven't had hard copies, especially when they go to Steam for I don't know how many years, right? But regardless, let's boot them out the way. This is primarily about the console guys, and especially about Xbox guys. So they didn't like that. Slowly but surely, Xbox gamers has been content. Then to the point to where they're cool. They don't even trip out about it. As many times as people that, one of the most prominent people at that time came after Phil Spencer about putting their games on PC. Quantum Break. Nobody gives a shit about that now. Nobody cares. This, you know what I'm saying? Xbox is, Xbox and Windows, that's all Microsoft's, right? So, it's whatever. Steam, people try to make Steam out to be something different. Steam is an app. It's huge, there's no question, but Steam is an app. It doesn't work without an operating system. And Linux ain't doing it, Jack. Nor is Apple's I forget what Apple's is, right? Apple's operating system ain't in either. Even though there are some people that will go over there, but the majority of people where they game on PC is on Windows. That's a Microsoft property. Right? So it's not that big of a deal. Once people started really looking at it and start understanding it. We come to this moment now. I'm talking about that then, because I was making this point back then saying Xbox is making the right move by doing this. They have to think, they're thinking for the future. They're not thinking about the right now. I understand that gamers do not like this situation as it is constructed. Just like they didn't like Game Pass at first because of and then of course rumors, right? The rumors. Game Pass is going to fail. Game Pass is going away. This was in the first 2 years of it. Is Game Pass ever going to have any quality games? If Game Pass is only going to be, and where we got this word, Game Pass fodder, whoever brought it up, it was a Stan, of course. And it just resonated to even Xbox gamers themselves was using these same words and languages and using this as, well, Xbox is not doing enough. Xbox is not doing enough. Well, we fast forward to now. Game Pass is the best subscription service. There is nothing touching this. Nothing. Hell, you can even compare Xbox gaming service to even some of these movie subscription services out here. It's that good. It's got that much quality. That much quality. Right? And I'm trying to figure this out, right? Like, what's going on with you, TWS? You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to figure this out. Like, when did the game change so much to where? Well, no. Let me reverse that. Let me go back. Because this is a shot. This is definitely a shot. This is why Xbox content creators, there'll only be a few that will get to a higher tier and then they'll level back off at some point in time because of two reasons. One is because they try to be too neutral. It's okay to talk about a really good PlayStation game. It's cool to talk about a fantastic Nintendo game. It's fantastic to talk about a PC game. But there's some content creators, especially the higher tier Xbox content creators, that go out of their way to try to appease PlayStation stands. And they don't give two shits about that. They'll say you're cool for that moment because you gave props to a good PlayStation game. And there's nothing wrong. A good game is a good game. But they go too far out of bounds. They listen to too many stands. Instead of going off of what they see every day and what they hear every day. I understand this from some people when they go and they post stuff they're friends with other people. I'm cool with some people that sit there and post stuff, and but and so I interact back and forth. It's all right. It ain't it's all fun and games, right? But this is the problem. There's too many Xbox content creators, and there's too many Xbox people that give relevance to stands, to PlayStation stands. These same people, and you know who they are. They post the same thing 6 to 20 times a day. Count them. Count them. Count. I just observe. I rarely post back on anything that I see when it comes to a stand posting some silly shit, right? I'm just like, okay, same thing, different day, whatever. Every day. But there's a lot of you guys that make them relevant because out of those 6 to 20 times a day that they post the same shit, there are these same guys that will post out of that 5 to 15 times. Now, I don't know if that's for engagement reasons because they want to be seen or they want to look like a troll why are you making these people seem relevant when they're wrong 90% of the time? And that goes with content creators as well. That goes with content creators as well. They do the same thing. They go from one narrative to saying that Xbox has no games to now to port begging for Xbox games. But you know what? That Xbox console is not worth buying. But you know what? Those games are coming to PlayStation. Ooh wee, hey, yeah. How does that make sense to anybody that's an adult that thinks logically? And how can anybody get mad at that? It's a sad state for them. They got to port beg for when they over here quick to talk about that Xbox has no quality games. Xbox has nothing. Xbox can't give you the same type of great experiences like PlayStation do. And then now they're over here talking about, oh man, I'm excited because we're going to be getting these Xbox games. And what do these Xbox content creators do? They eat it up. They bring them onto their podcast. They give them a platform. And then when they go over to their platform, they get overran by a whole bunch of stands to where they can't say enough, where they can't have their full voice to be exploited. You know what I'm saying? Or not exploited, but their whole voice to say what they want to say without being cut off, without being harassed, without being talked down upon, without being just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're trying to be too neutral. Now I'm not against, because again, I have a PlayStation guy on my podcast, on GRG podcast, Dark Optimus. But I got to have people who comes on that's going to sit there and that's going to talk realistic. I brought King Thrash on. I knew what was going to happen. I've had him on my podcast before because, of course, I do want to hear what they have to say. But then when you listen to what they have to say, and it's just a big ass waste of time, what's the point of bringing them back? And so then when I'm saying like, well, I'll come over there, I know exactly what's going to happen over there. I don't hear nothing from nothing. But now, it's the close to the holidays. I don't know. Whatever. That bite's still there. They think that their games is so hot. Why are they not talking about them? I don't even see gameplay for Spider-Man anymore. I mean, I think they got. I think Spider-Man got nominated for. Got nominated. I don't know if it won anything from another awards show or whatever. Or like I don't know. They got 9 nominations, I believe. Normally, PlayStation fans are talking about that every day, but you know what they're talking about is those rumors. Because you know why? Because Xbox is giving them the engagement. Xbox gamers, Xbox content creators, and Xbox gamers are giving them all the engagement, talking about something that is relevant. Now, if you're pissed off about it, be pissed off when Xbox announce it, and then you got your right to be upset or not. But if we're going to just talk about rumors and make that the focal point, instead of, case in point, all I got to do is go right here. Look at this. Let me cut this. Let's go here. Look at this. Tomorrow. This is what's happening tomorrow for Xbox gamers. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a show, another event show. Xbox gamers are going to have content to show. That's going to be on the Xbox console. That's going to be Xbox first party, third party, Game Pass. Why are we talking about rumors? Let's keep it going. Oh my God. A game that has been delayed because of the situation that's going out there in Ukraine, which people need to be really paying attention about what's going on in Ukraine. You do not want Russia to take that country over. These people over here still making the game despite all the stuff that's going over there. But regardless, that's a political talk. I'm not going to do it. But regardless, man, check this. I mean, look, this game is going to be releasing this year in 2024. More content for Xbox. Timed, exclusive, whatever the case may be. Content for Xbox. Let's keep it going. Game Pass. Hot. Piping hot. Where are y'all at, content creators? I know I'm a content creator. I'm not the biggest one, but I am a content creator that is out here trying to let people know Xbox is in a very, very good position. And what do we have with other content creators out here talking about rumors? We do this every 8 to 9 months where everybody's got to be in uproar for something stupid. Anyway, let's keep it going. Starfield, the game that the media and the stands cannot stop talking about because they hate the fact that this game is an exclusive. They could talk about how bad it is. They could talk about it sucks. This game kicked ass. There is not a PlayStation game that came out except for Spider-Man that's on the same, and I don't even know if it's on the same level of sales. It could be. Starfield might have outsold Spider-Man. I have no idea. If they did, it's close. Starfield is a hit. It is a hit, and it's going to have DLC dropping. Real DLC. Not this crazy stuff that PlayStation dropped with God of War and with The Last of Us. But regardless, that's a whole nother discussion. And then, more news. You know what I'm saying? What is this? Update? What else? I mean, all you gotta do for content, you know what I'm saying? That's, like I said, the two problem. I gave one is that they're trying to be too neutral, and two, Xbox gamers aren't aggressive enough with their messaging. See, the one reason why PlayStation content creators do so well is because they don't relent. Now, I do not want to be a liar. I do not want to be a person that will go out and not express displeasure with when Xbox do something that I don't like. But there is a difference between being positive about Xbox when Xbox is doing fantastic, and then when Xbox does something silly to let them know about it. But to be in a position where we're talking about rumors more than we're talking about the success of what Xbox is doing in 2024 and what they did in 2023, and we're not even in the situation to see what they're doing with ABK yet? Are you kidding me? This is a fantastic time for Xbox gamers. This is a fantastic time. And you know what the stands will tell you? Well, when they show Hellblade at the Direct, well, they talked about this from 2019. How long have they talked about Factions 2 that got canceled? They have been grasping at straws for the last 2 to 3 years. And it's getting worse. It's getting more extreme. It's getting crazy. It's turning into like QAnon. Like what the hell is going on? Like we got 10 hat theories for everything. And Xbox content creators, what they do, they use it. They make these people who make these stupid ass rumors relevant. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. As a content creator myself, I'm like, yo, I get it. It's newsworthy. We can talk about it. Let's talk about the positive stuff. Let's get about this. Can we for one moment sit here and address Xbox listening to their fan base and doing what they're supposed to do without trying to make this doom and gloom scenario of where the Xbox is doing okay right now. They're doing good, but man, when is the bottom going to fall out? The Insomniac leak shows that Sony is hemorrhaging money out of the wazoo. They are pretty much a thought. They're Disney's thought. Disney got them all in the sauce. And you know what the PlayStation fan base is doing? What their content creators are doing? They're talking about Xbox and they're talking about rumors. They're trying to avoid it. The media, we're not going to talk about the leaks. We're just not. We're not. But we're going to talk about these rumors. We're going to talk about these rumors, ladies and gentlemen, because that's newsworthy. Rumors is newsworthy. Not the leaks, and not why Sony is in trouble. Not because they got an engagement problem. No. These leaks. It's Xbox going third party. Let me address that. I've said this a couple of years ago as well. I've addressed this a couple of years ago as well about the situation where Xbox is going. I said this on Next Podcast. Shout out to my boy Xbox 448. I said this on GRG. I've said this on other places as well, other podcasts. Is where Xbox is going to go places and do things that we aren't accustomed to. First off is that, and this was when they got Bethesda, the ABK thing even makes it more solidified. I see people, they come and they say, well, Xbox messaging, they need to message better. They've already told you this from multiple people. I don't know how many times for the last 3.5 years. Sarah Bond has told you. Matt Booty has told you. Phil Spencer numerous times. Asadia has said it. Tim Stewart has said it. They will put some games on other platforms. But it's also made clear, because Phil Spencer has alluded to this numerous times, that our bigger titles, our single player titles, we're keeping them in-house. So we can have that attraction to have people want to invest into Xbox consoles. We don't want to alienate our gamers. Now, so when you look and you see when the next Diablo comes out, right? There's going to be those that's going to bitch and complain, rail, rant and rave. Why this ain't exclusive? You know why? Did you not see the numbers that Diablo did? That's an Xbox title now. Just think about what that money is going to be like and what that's going to benefit for the Xbox ecosystem and for Game Pass and for game development and everything else for Xbox, for all that money that they're going to get. Same with Overwatch. Same with Call of Duty. Same with the mobile division. The mobile division is going to rake. I don't see how people are not understanding this. Okay, let me make a scenario for you, because you know what? This is what's really funny about, gamers, is that they tend to not put real life into this gaming space. So let me make this point. So hopefully y'all can follow me on this one. Okay, let's just say that you are a business person and you got a little small, or a bakery, right? And you specialize in 3 things: cookies, brownies, cupcakes. Sir X-Man, I know you're somewhere, you're probably saying, because you know how much I love cupcakes. I love me a cupcake. Anyway, but you specialize in that. Nobody can make cupcakes and brownies and cookies like you do. It's a special recipe that you got, right? But there's a big company that's over there that's hindering you from growing your business. Come down the line, people start seeing, hey man, you need to get this out there. You need to get this out there. And then eventually you catch on and you get the break that you're looking for. And now you can start putting your recipes on other pastries. Now follow me on this. Now, when you as a business owner, In order for you to survive and for order for you to make more money and revenue, are you going to make everything that you make exclusive, or are you going to go ahead and now that you got this big deal, spread the wealth? You're not going to give up everything because your main big three or four or five now, because you got you know you can expand on what you're making. And so you're going to make those things still popular, but aren't you going to push out some of the other stuff? You're not going to put all the ingredients. You're not going to make all. You're not going to put your best out, but you're going to put a little bit of this in there, and you're going to spread them out to other places, so you can make more revenue, so you can compete with that company that's been trying to hold you down. Of course you would, because you want that money, and you want to get as close as possible to putting the fear of God into that company that's been trying to shut you down. This is no different than what Microsoft is going to be doing. No different. Xbox is going to take some games, put them over on other platforms, and make money off of it. It's a 70-30 split. Sony is going to get 30, Xbox is going to get 70. Just think about how bad Xbox position was when Sony was getting, I guess, I don't know, 30, 40%. I don't know how much percentage they were getting. I know that they were getting a good percentage, but they made sure that Xbox didn't get damn near nothing. What 10%? While Activision made their money. That's Xbox's now. There is no middleman. It's all going, that 70% is all going to Xbox. So yes, if hi-firush, which the petty side of me do not want to see hi-firush on PlayStation. But the reality is that what do I want more? Hi-firush sequel? Or for me to brag about how hi-firush an Xbox exclusive that might not come for a while because it did good enough, but it didn't do well enough for it to get the sequel right away. And another thing that I ask and I challenge my Xbox brethren out here. What's more important? Because I asked the same thing on GRG podcast to the panel. And I asked the same thing to Ham on Crossover Monday. What's more important? The Xbox ecosystem or the Xbox console? I think that's a legitimate question. I really do. I think that's a legitimate question. Because for me, I think it's the Xbox ecosystem. And Xbox has been trying to get you there to be accustomed to it. Now, you ask a PlayStation fan this. What's more important, the PlayStation ecosystem or the PlayStation console? You know what most of them are going to say, the console. Because Sony has them wrapped up in thinking that the console is the most important entity to PlayStation. The game has changed. It's not, the console is important, but it's only going to be so important as we go further. Think about this. We know for a certain fact that there's another Xbox coming. This, again, these people that's out here talking about the end of Xbox in 2027, okay, whatever. We know that there's another console coming in 2027. By the time that console ends, do you know where gaming is going to be at that point, ladies and gentlemen? Do we know what gaming is going to be like? No. At this point, by the end of this generation, we're talking about what, 2027, 2028, between 2026 and 2028. Or let's just say like 2026 to 2030, right? We're going to be into new hardware at that point in time. After that, then what? We're looking at another 5 to 7, maybe 10 years. We're talking about 2036, 2035, 2037. maybe if the console, if everything is if everything is different, then we're looking at, hell, consoles. This version of this new version of a console might be around till 2040. Bro, I'll be in my 50s. Going, you know what I'm saying, in my 50s. Some of y'all that's maybe in your 20s is going to be in your 30s. Other people that's in their 30s is going to be in their 40s. Other people in their 40s are going to be in their 50s. Man, ain't nobody. Come on, man. We don't know what's going on. This generation kind of solidified that. We seen that the console market is as going to big is as big as it's going to get. It's not going to get any bigger, ladies and gentlemen. These kids, I've had conversations with people that talk. I've seen it myself. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, and you people have seen it yourself. When these kids are playing the game, they're playing these games on their phones. They're playing on the Switch. They're playing, and a lot of them is playing like with the touch pads. Like, they're not even using controllers. There's like the conversation I was having with someone. They were breaking it down and just saying, look, the kids don't even want to play with the controller. They want to just use the screen. I hate that screen pad, the screen controller. I want a controller. I want to watch. I want to play my games on my TV, on my monitors, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's me. That's us. You think that we'll still be relevant like that when we're in our 40s, 50s, 60s? Nah, bruh. It ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? The younger generation is going to dictate this market, and we're already seeing how cell phones are becoming more like consoles. Handhelds are the PC market is now starting to get into that mold of bringing in handhelds, and handhelds is doing pretty good, actually doing better than VR. You know what I'm saying? And then Sapo, you know what I'm saying? This is another point right here. Like, let me find my little thing right here. Let me read some of these comments. I'm watching, but I'm listening to them. I was on my roll. Look what I'm saying. So PlayStation will not be hold on, let's read what this is. It says PlayStation will be out of the console market before Xbox. No, I agree with that. Like I didn't never agree with King David on thinking that this was going to be the last PlayStation. But yeah, I could see the PlayStation 6 being the last PlayStation console. Yeah, Xbox can continue to still make consoles for another 2 generations. And then I think after that point, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And that's to me, and that's the question that I'm asking the Xbox gamers right now that's listening to me. What's more important, the Xbox ecosystem or the console? And I know that some people will say both, but then when you really look at it, if you get, you know what I'm saying, when I've seen the people get, I'm just going to go to PC, Xbox will say good. Because we got the ecosystem that you're going to play our games on. Come on down. PlayStation don't even have an app yet. They're already too far behind. Once the beginning of where PlayStation is going to lose, the revenue war is upon us. Because you know why? They're not buying their games. This used to be a no-brainer where the PlayStation 4, I didn't even know how impressive the PlayStation 4 the PlayStation 4's like generation was. I mean, I knew it was a juggernaut. But when you look at what's going on with the PlayStation 5, and now you're looking at comparing it to the PlayStation 4, that was a special, incredible. And you know what? Again, big shout out to Hip Hop Gamer, because he said this and I laughed. Like I said, this dude's out his damn mind. He said that the PlayStation 4 was going to be reminiscent or even on the same wavelength as the PlayStation 2. I laughed my ass off. I said, this man lost his mind. But he was right. It didn't outsell the PlayStation 2. But in terms of revenue and success, he was right. But the PlayStation 5 just doesn't have that. There's a lot of factors between that because of the pricing. Sony is too greedy. And the reason, and now we know why, because of the Insomniac leaks. We know why they got to be greedy. Because, like I said, they're Disney's thought. They got to maintain to try to have these Marvel games so they can sustain. And these games cost so much money. Of course, what do you think that money is going to trickle down to? To us. Well, what those costs got to trickle down to. That it's coming to us, to where as consumers, we got to spend extra for them to maintain for their bad judgment. But the PlayStation stand will never tell you that, because they rather have rumors that stick, and they know that there's enough content creators out there and enough people out there to keep on wanting to worry that Xbox is in this bad situation, when every year since 2018, Xbox has progressively gotten better. Even though in 2022, they didn't have the first party output, we all knew that it was coming because of and they gave an explanation why, because of the pandemic. And there was no reason, but there was people that were trying to say, oh, that's an excuse. No. There was look at all the delays and things that happened with all these other games because of the pandemic. And then they rushed these games out. A lot of them was broken and all this other stuff, whatever. So I don't want to hear no excuses saying that was not a factor. It was definitely a factor. Hell, it was a factor in our lives. What makes you think it wouldn't be a factor with these people that work on these games? Come on now, stop it. And especially with people that have to interact and work together in a closed environment to figure out what they want to do with the game. Now they got to do it through conversations, on screen talking to somebody. It's just not the same type of flavor. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. So anyway, but Sony has let us know. Sean Layton let us know. And like I said, that's why PlayStation content creators thrive, because they stay on message. They don't deviate. Xbox gamers, they're all over the place. Xbox content creators, it's great to be an Xbox content creator. Oh my God, yeah. Xbox, ABK, look at this, but that's the Starfield. And then the next video, well, Xbox is, they're giving us bad messaging. I don't know what to do. They don't care about the Xbox console market. They don't care about us. Bruh. If they didn't care, they wouldn't have made the moves they did. If they didn't care, if Phil Spencer and that staff didn't care, we wouldn't have got Game Pass to be at the level that it's at. We wouldn't have got all these other studios to be there. We wouldn't have had Phil Spencer go and tell Sadia, look, man, we either in or we out. Now, if there had to be negotiations between Sadia to say, look, man, well, I want to make as much money as possible, you're going to have to figure this out. And Phil Spencer will make sure that it's going to, got to straddle the fence, maybe put some of these man, who's going to, I cannot believe that there's people out there that was bitching about Sea of Thieves, an 8-year-old title that may potentially go on PlayStation or Nintendo. Stop it. You know what the stands told us when Persona, Hellblade, Nier Automata came over to Xbox? Oh, y'all got our leftovers. You know what I'm saying? You got our leftovers. We was already playing that. We was already beating that. They got, like I said, they stay true to form. You have to, you have to admire their degrees of assery. You know what I mean? You have to give them credit for some of that. But we don't have to always do the doom and gloom, ladies and gentlemen. We don't. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? JB said, K-Mega, tell Hargy, Killer Brill, Kid Smooth to stop feeding the ponies. You know what? Yeah, stop it. If I get a chance to talk to Hargy, you know what I'm saying? I don't know Killer Brill or however you say his name. You know what I'm saying? I post some of his stuff that he posts out there. And then, of course, you know what I'm saying? My brother Kid Smooth, I've been knowing Kid Smooth. He was the one that talked me into doing this. So, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, if I get a chance to talk to Kid Smooth, I'll tell him, like, man, stop it. I see her, I don't hold my tongue for nobody. I'll tell you, y'all got to stop this mess. Because y'all keep giving them all of the, you know what I'm saying? You keep giving them this. You keep giving them. Look at this, man. Look at this. This is what's happening tomorrow. And what are we talking about mostly in the Xbox spaces is stupid rumors. Look at this. PlayStation has nothing. How many imaginary PlayStation shows has there been? How many? How tragic is it over there? And how sad. At once they were at the apex. They were the top predator. To look down upon us Xbox, on our Xbotians, and say, look at our shows, look at our games, look at our first party. To now, I can't wait to watch Developer Direct so we can see what's coming on our Xbox, on our PlayStation 5. Bro, how the mighty is falling. And instead of us laughing at them and looking at them and clowning them and treating them like the sewer dwellers that they are, you make them relevant. You make them feel like they got a voice. They will always have that same 100 to 500 like group of people that are just obsessed with PlayStation and just will, like, I see people that, like, I seen somebody post where there was a guy that said that all Xbox gamers were racist, even the black guy, even the black content creators, we're racist. And I think I got like 200, 300 likes. They'll like anything. They're desperate. If you know what I'm saying, like, if there was an Xbox content creator that said that, I'm ripping their ass. I'm calling their names out and I'm telling you you're a piece of shit. You don't deserve to be a part of this community because you're a fool. You're an absolute jackass. You're a dummy. And you know I don't like using those type of words, but you're a dummy. You're a dumbass for saying something that egregious, that ass backwards. It's because they're desperate. And I don't understand why you guys don't see this. Like, I'm looking at PlayStation content creators and what they posting. It's 90% Xbox. Ain't no, listen, bro, when you got a PlayStation content creator that's telling you he's gonna block you if you don't, and I know what it was for, because I know you can't take it seriously. But he's gonna block people if they don't support foam stars. Man, stop it. Bro, stop it. The game is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's right, the blue. You know what I'm saying? That's right, the blue. Power World is dropping. You know what I'm saying? Pokemon with guns. Bro, I'm finna light somebody up in Power World. I'm gonna find that big ass Pokemon with the Gatling gun, and I'm finna get whatever the hell they called in Power World. I guess they call pals. I'm gonna get with that big bastard with that Gatling gun, and I'm finna get to work, man. We gonna get busy. I can't wait to play that game. That game looks, you know what? That game is on the same wavelength to me. Now, I may hate it when I play it. I don't know, but I'm really stoked for it. But I put this game on the same wavelength as Doki V, or Doku V, whatever it's called, where it just looks so bizarre that I want to play it today. So that's what Power World is. I'm like, this is insane. I can't wait to play it. So we'll find out if I like it or not, but I'm definitely going to jump on it. You know what I'm saying? So again, I look at, all you got to do, ladies and gentlemen, is look and see what they're saying on their feeds. I would advise to ignore most of them, but regardless, look and see what they say on their feeds, and then look and see if there's any where's the gameplay? Where's these PlayStation games that they covet so much? They know Stellar Blade is not going to sell well. Yeah, there'll be those freakazoids that'll sit there and they'll look and they won't ever beat the game because they're too busy looking at her thickness and yams. I get it. I know that these people, yeah, I know, you know what I'm saying? Look, man, they number one in Pornhub, man. That you know what I'm saying? Listen, it is what it is. But that game ain't gonna sell. Final Fantasy is a shell of itself. They keep talking. Final Fantasy Rebirth, Final Fantasy Rebirth, Final Fantasy Rebirth. Oh, Xbox. None of these Final Fantasies, none of them shits sit there and have even come close to Final Fantasy 15. That was a multi-plat. And y'all got how many consoles out there in the wild? And portals, because you got to count the portals in certain areas. That's misinformation. Oh, whatever. You guys don't support y'all shit. But then y'all tell us that y'all gonna support Xbox games? Oh, by all means, Phil, release the Kraken. Put put hi-firush in there. Put Sea of Thieves out there. Start get these sequels. Hear about the Xbox ecosystem. I'm, I'm going to buy me an Xbox console. They ain't no problem. As long as they keep making them, I'm going to buy them. If they don't, I got an Xbox ecosystem on my PC. I am absolutely cool with it. I got no problem with it. Now, if you're talking about putting Halo, Gears, Forza on what's called, and that's what they trying to, and that's what the crazy misinformation is trying to allude to, is that all these big time Oblivion and all these others games, they're all coming. They're all coming. No, they're not. Because there's one thing that when you see this clip that I don't know if it was from 7 months ago or whatever, and if it was from 7 months ago, from where Sadia was talking about he want to put games on our play. Also, you got to understand that they were trying to appease the FTC and also the CMA. So they got to play the game, right? So if that, and let's just say that what Sadia said, what they posted here was yesterday, right? But you also forget about what he also said was where he said the one reason why we keep stuff exclusive is because PlayStation does it. So as long as PlayStation keeps their shit locked down, then Xbox is going to keep a lot of things locked down, but they're still going to malnourish PlayStation to the point to where they're going to have to pay to play. And I don't understand how Xbox gamers don't get this. This is a game of chess. This is what Xbox is doing. The strategy is perfect. They can still do the we're nice when they make other acquisitions. Look at this. We put these games here. PlayStation still don't want to put their games here. We're doing everything in our power to try to make this a better world for everybody. To put our games here, to put our games there. PlayStation just ain't doing it. And while this is why they're waiting for the coup. This is the coup de grace blow. And this is me just making a theory. But I hope I get my flowers if this does happen. They're waiting for the end game, and that's Steam. They ain't got nothing to worry about after that. They don't have to acquire anything else. They're just waiting. They're just waiting. To Gabe was like, yeah, I'm ready. All right, Microsoft. What's your offer? That's it. And what? That's it. You got the mobile. You got Steam, and then I already know that there'll be some PC guys. Oh, once Microsoft owns Steam, I'm out. Yeah, there'll be some of them leave. But how many people said that they were leaving Windows? Yeah, lots of them, but they're still playing. Listen, man, you can't take these people seriously, man. The game is here. Let's see what's going on here. Let me see what's going on here. Let's see what this subscriptions. Oh, I see something with what's called. Let me read this part. Hold on. Let's see this. Let me go there to JB. He says Xbox is sharing because the revenue profit report is going to look crazy. It's going to look nuts, man. Think about what Diablo did. Think about what Call of Duty did. Regardless of the media trying to dissect the hell out of Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? Now, the situations with Diablo, I'm not, overly keen with everything with Diablo. I know I just went crazy with Diablo with this latest Diablo. I love it. I think it's great. But a lot of people was upset about it. I don't know about that, but I'm just saying. But then they try to dissect that as well, and not make that a nominee for Game of the Year. Okay, cool, whatever. They tried to dissect the hell out of Starfield, so much so that it wasn't nominated for Game of the Year at the VGAs. Okay, cool, whatever. But all three of those games are massive. Not good, but massive success. Starfield is still so much of an enigma and is so much of a thorn in the stand's side, to the fact that they still talk about it and that they're still out there. There's PlayStation content creators that are saying that it's still going to become a multiplat. That should tell you something right there. Starfield has made it, ladies and gentlemen. Starfield is now one of those games. It's in the Halo, Gears, Forza, Starfield. We got another one. Let's go. Then you go into the situation. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me read what Cleo said. The Halo series dropped a new teaser trailer about a few minutes ago. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. Let's see. Let me see if hold on. Let me get back to the gameplay. Because the reason why I change up, because I sit there and I can scroll down and there could be titties and rice popping up, because I don't know. There's been so much, all this, I don't know. So I got to be cautious what I'm going through here, because I can be scrolling through and then I'm like, oh well, look at that. Okay, let's see. Hold on, all right, let me take that look. Let me go find it. See if we could go listen to this trailer right fast. See if we can find it. And who is this dude that's going after my bro Beast of Truth, man? You know what I'm saying? I know my boy Beast be going ham. You know what I'm saying? He'll get a little wild on you. You know what I'm saying? But but this dude sit there and called this man sit there and try to assassinate this man's livelihood, saying this man work, bro. You wearing a Green Bay hat with a blue shirt. What the? And you got and I know it's not Orko, but hold on, let me show this dude, man. Hold on, maybe you can probably hear him. Let me show this dude. Who is this dude, man? Who is this dude, man? What is he saying? What is he saying about my boy Beast?
And so, of course, we got good old Beast of Truth, the 4'2" gangster that threatens to unalive people all the time, every day, and in spaces all day. I don't know what this guy does for a job. Since you asked, I'm gonna keep it at 100. If Xbox would be pimping themselves out like that to those, I'm gonna keep it at 100. If Xbox would be pimping themselves out like that to those who've done nothing but try and humiliate them, and they get nothing of equal or greater value in return, I'd put a strain on our relation, or it'd put a strain on our relationship. That's not boss behavior. Xbox is a boss. Okay, first of all, why are you treating your piece of plastic like you're in a relationship with it? It reminds me of that episode of Family Guy where they're talking about the two hillbillies and they're like, that's my sex box right there. It's my turn with the sex box. That's what it sounds like. That's what it's perceived as. That is mental.
Okay. This man is over here trying to tell somebody about piece of plastic when he got those PlayStation logo numbers. If you was about that life, right? Like if it's not about the box, right? Why do you have just the PlayStation stuff? Why is it not no Nintendo or Xbox stuff there on your wall? I'm still not digging now I understand why you wearing the Packers, because the Packers beat the brakes out the Cowboys. But I mean, come on, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Color coordinate. Like, you can't be sitting here talking about somebody don't look like they got a job when you sitting here wearing a blue shirt, which I guess you're trying to represent PlayStation, and you wearing a green bat. Man, bro, Lois, you see me, I'm thundered up, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to come on here looking somewhat decent. You know what I'm saying? I'm even smelling good. My wife was over here, what you got cologne on? Where you going? I'm going to podcast. This is what I got to do. I don't know what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? What's this man doing? Anyway, oh my God. Anyway, let me turn this off again. So, this man, when he said, look, keep it 100, that's kind of funny. Anyway, because at first I thought he was saying, keep it 100. Trying to find it. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find the Halo thing. Man, see, look at this. See, I can show this. See, this is stuff that I run into. This is the stuff that'll get me in trouble. See right here. What's going on here? What is this? What is this? What are you doing? That stuff gets you in trouble. See, that's why I got to cut that off. You know what I'm saying? You just know, and then there's also the violence and stuff like, you know. Anyway, oh, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's watch this for a hot second. Here we go. I found it. Okay, here we go.
It was chaos. The city fell. Ships scattered. There's no way of telling how many escaped. The game's over.
I believe in us. And I believe in you. I need Master Chief. We all do.
Man, come on now. Man, I love this show. Man, see, again, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You know why I love it? Is because it's everything I wish Halo the game would be. Just give me Chief. I like Chief. I always will love Chief, but give me more. And two people. Newsflash. The MCU is not real. Halo is not real. There is not a ring in space. There's not a covenant in space. There's not an Atriox. There's not a flood. There's not a thing called the flood. There's not. No. There's none of this is real. So they can do whatever they want. I'm here for the entertainment. I don't care if they twist a couple of things. Listen. As much I love, no, listen, like Lord of the Rings is some of the best movie watching of all time, right? But try to take a female on a date for Lord of the Rings. You ain't getting no play. Yeah, you ain't getting no pants off, dance off. That shit too long. She sleep. She full. You know what I'm saying? You went got something to eat, or you know what I'm saying, or you at the movie theater, man. You sit there and you got something to eat, you eat popcorn, whatever. She sleep if you know what I'm saying, and then she's into the movie, then she's up and then she's ready to go to bed. Ain't no play. The movie's too long. And damn sure don't take it to the extended cut. So we don't need 3, 4, 5 hour movies to have everything accurate to what the depiction of what the books or the comics or whatever that they were. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is entertainment. The live screen stuff is entertainment. So it's not going to always appeal to what we've read that is so-called canon or whatever. And like I said, newsflash, none of this shit is real. Stop it. Stop it, people. Stop it. But I love it. Listen, you know, I don't care about he took his helmet off. I'm glad to see Chief like that. See, this is what Halo needs. This I said this, and then I'm going to get to my little last part, and then I'm going to be out of here. But this is what Halo needs to do going forward, because eventually they're going to have to move off of Chief in some capacity, or give us more variances of Halo games, kind of like, because I would love 343 to work on Halo games like Warhammer works on theirs. I want to have as many different Halo games. I want to have as many Halo games as possible. You know what I mean? I love Halo that much, right? But I want variety. I want a lot of variety. But the one thing that I need to do, right? Like I just need to, you know what I'm saying? Right? Like I just need to see You know what I'm saying? I need more from my Halo. I just need more from it. I love Halo, but this is where my point was going to say is that what they need to do with the next Halo is bring. And I said this before. Have you make your own Spartan and let that person be the hero. Now give them just whatever name, like they do with Mass Effect, Shepard. Give them a name, 415 or some shit, right? Like a 405. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Well, anyway, 405. And that character beat, and I guarantee you the whole Chief thing would be ice. Would just be, and then when you bring in Chief is Chief, right? Like you're the new being that's up there. Chief is still out there doing everything that he does. And then eventually you get to a point to where Chief is, you and Chief fight side to side with my boy Locke. Do not forget about my boy Locke. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag save Locke. And Red Team and everybody else, and y'all go and fight and kick ass, right? But but you can finally get away from that. Every game has to be Chief, because you know why? People will take it personally. People will have that feeling of that, will feel the impact of the game when they're playing the character that they created. I promise you that. I guarantee you the game would be changed. Chief would still be a focal point, but not on that same level. Anyway, yeah, he said call him play. Rain said call him player. I want Chief in the hood. Stop it. Stop it. ADM, he said Activision should get Marvel rights day back okay, day. I don't know. I don't know young language. I'm an old man. You see the gray right here. I'm gonna have to shave this off to still look like I'm young. But anyway, so he says make fast-paced action games and dope ones like Punisher. Xbox slowly get the Marvel cake, cause damn Sony's Marvel games are garbo. Are garbage. No, man, I'm not gonna. Spider-Man is a fun experience. I cannot wait to play Spider-Man 2 on my PC. I can't. Is it still a PlayStation game? Absolutely. I've never swayed from that. I never will sway from that. Any game, even though a game is on PC, it is still a PlayStation game. And at this point now, because this is my last point where I was going. You know what I'm saying? And let me go ahead and cut this off, because like I said, you see the stuff that I'm going to, and I seen somebody make a comment where he said, Kay, is that gray beard content where it was showing the girl with it? No, I just scrolled down. It's just stuff in here. It doesn't matter. Like people be wilding. So I don't know. People be wilding on this app. Let's see. What is that? What is that? What? This something ain't right there. Something ain't right. I don't know. This dog is biting this woman in the butt, and it keeps doing it, and she just keeps allowing it. That's something wrong with that. Anyway, I don't know. I was looking for something, but okay, forget it. Let's get back to my gameplay. Oh, that's my Xbox waiting to play some COD, because I've been playing the hell out of Call of Duty. Let's get back to that. Let's get at this gameplay footage. But no, I mean, listen, I do think that PlayStation games, not all of them are great. There are a lot of people that overhype PlayStation games. And I think that's the problem. That's one of the big problems, because I think when these people overhype it, other people assume that the game is going to do well. And and then also it could be just that people just aren't trying to pay $70 for these games, except for a certain game like a Spider-Man, a God of War, Gran Turismo, Ghost of Tsushima, you know what I'm saying? Something like that, and listen, we also know the bundles are a big part of it. Like the PlayStation console is a casual market machine. It is, and that's nothing wrong with that. Like, I mean, it's highly successful. It sells well, but their engagement is garbage. See, the one thing this is another reason why I'm saying that content creators keep making these, keep over here trying to make these people that make these rumors and stupid accusations relevant. All you got to do is push back and say, wait a minute, hold on. You keep talking about this 3-to-1 in sales. But when you look at the engagement, Xbox has a better engagement, with their games than PlayStation does. And it's because they sell a lot. But see, I don't see people bringing that up. Like, hold on, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that a game that sells 5 million and a console that sells 60 million, that's really high engagement compared to a console that sold 30 million and a game that has sold or has 12, 13 million players on it. You mean to tell me that no? Come on now. The reality is Xbox has a better engagement. That's why Nintendo's engagement is out of this world. Out of this world. And also you got to think about this as well, right? Because console sales only brings you so much money in. That's why Xbox has been in striking distance for the last couple of years when it comes to the revenue aspect. I still feel that PlayStation is going to have a higher revenue going into this next quarter or whatever, and stands will be talking, oh, ABK ain't even started yet. Hasn't even kicked in yet. Hadn't even officially kicked in yet, excuse me. But I guarantee it's going to be close. And if Xbox somehow got more revenue than PlayStation already without ABK really taking off, game's over. It's going to this onslaught's going to happen a lot quicker than they're going to be ahead of schedule. So again, I don't want to hear, like I said, anything that these stands come and try to say to me, like when Thrash is talking about the 3 Horizons, three Tridents, 3 Hubba Bubba Bubble Gums. I don't know what the hell you talking about, bro. You need to be telling your PlayStation brethren to go ahead and buy the hell out of Rebirth. Because if Final Fantasy Rebirth still sells about the same amount that, or a little bit more than Final Fantasy 16, the project is over. It's dead. Xbox will be getting all those games in a matter of a year. Phil Spencer don't come up on the stage and get hugged up for nothing. Bro, he's on their neck. He's on PlayStation's neck right now. And everybody in the business game knows it. This is why the media is acting like they do, because they know it. Why does Xbox content creators don't know it? I have no idea. There will be some that'll say, oh, Mega, you just an over Xbox fan, you blah, blah. Nah, bro, I'm talking with logic. Tell me where I'm wrong. Show me, give me a reason where you sit there and you do this kumbaya shit. You sit there and let a rumor sit there and fester and work the way that it does compared to when I'm bringing you facts about what's going on that you should be talking about. In the sense, if you want to be neutral, then you better be neutral about it. Hey, if Xbox rumors is this and you feel like the console situation is minute to Xbox and the console gamer doesn't seem to be valued, then you need to also bring up why the PlayStation gamer doesn't seem valued as well either. The PlayStation gamer is not valued because where's their first party? Why do they sit there and keep charging for games that they've already released? And why is our media reviewing games that's already been released as though they're new titles? Why are we rewarding half-assery? If you want to be neutral, be neutral. Okay, so that's both negatives for Xbox, right? I mean, both negatives for Xbox and PlayStation. If you want to say something positive, okay, PlayStation is number 1 in sales, 3-to-1, and Xbox has got games. Y'all don't do that. Y'all don't do that. And that's the thing, and that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? And listen, and you know what I'm saying? And there's a whole nother discussion. I'll be making a video talking about that, about preservation of games and things like that. And then where one of the game developers were talking about games as a service and things like that. And I'll get into that here probably tomorrow or Saturday or something like that or whatever. But I'll do another My Thoughts video talking about that. But but for this, I'm just trying to get an understanding of where we at as Xbox content creators. I know what about a PlayStation stand content creator is. That they hold serve. They don't care. They will lie, cheat, steal to make sure that PlayStation looks good at all times, right? At all times. Xbox gamers, not so much. Xbox content creators, not so much. This doom and gloom shit has got to stop. Xbox has increasingly gotten better every year since 2018, and you're still complaining and acting like the bottom is falling out. You have to stop it. If you feel that Xbox is not valuing the console, but you still enjoy Xbox content, then just go to PC. You can play, there's Play Anywhere, there's tons of games there that, you know what I'm saying? Listen, but that's not what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because again, the Xbox infrastructure, the Xbox ecosystem has you like it has me. I played more on my Switch than I had on PlayStation in 2023. That's not me trying to brag about that. It's just that there was so much content that Xbox had that PC had, even what the Switch had, more than what I got from PlayStation this year. And I'm also looking at it from a standpoint of, look, man, I'm not going to invest in no PlayStation 5 paying $550, $70, and then I only got a weekend experience? Bruh. No. I'll get that weekend experience, and if I got to pay $70 for Spider-Man 2 or Gran Turismo on the PC, and I get a better quality experience, I'll do that. You know what I'm saying? If it's busted at first, like lately these PlayStation games has been, I got plenty of content on Xbox to tie me over until that shit is patched up and ready to go. I'm saving my money. I'm not going to waste my money no more. I don't care about being a neutral. I game enough to where nobody can. You still question me about gaming, then that's fine. I show more content than most of these content creators combined. So I have no problem of sitting there doing that. Look, and I don't have no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I just feel that, look, man, Xbox gamers got to be more petty. And they don't have to be more petty towards Xbox. They need to be more petty about, look, I'm going to ignore you. I'm going to block you. You're not good for what's going on. I'm only helping your cause by expanding your bullshit rhetoric. So that's why I don't comment. That's why I don't retweet the stuff that I hear. I'll look and I'll just say, I'll read comments and DMs, and I won't even talk sometimes. I'm just looking at this and I'm like, bruh, what? Bruh, what? Yes, Rain. Half-assery. Yes, sir. Yes. Bro, you got people that is excited about The Last of Us 2, and they're not even getting true DLC content. They're getting a mode. And all that is with The Last of Us 2 is an up-res, and when Xbox gave it to you for free, you gotta pay $10 for. Or if you don't have the game, then you gotta pay $70. Brother, sisters, gamers, stop it. Stop it. Stop letting these people sit here and finesse you. Cause this is real. It's tragic out here. It's tragic for them. It's like I said, do I hold any remorse for them? No. They've built this machine. Let it crumble. You know what I'm saying? Olympus will fall. There's no question about it. Rome will fall. And when Xbox take over, they're gonna bitch and complain. Yeah, that. And then when the console numbers is down, and when consoles eventually goes away to the degree to where they don't matter, what then? And then, I mean, there's also rumors going around that that PlayStation is going to release one of their games. So, like, let's just put this in perspective. My last point. So let's just say that this rumor is true about Xbox putting games, and I do think that there will be some Xbox games going on other platforms. You got a lot of stuff to make money off of. So of course, do what you must. But also go back to the point and see, that's what I'm saying. Like, people don't really pay attention to everything that's being said. They only take the little highlight that the stand or that content creator points out, and just it doesn't put everything in perspective. But it was also said that if they decide to put, you know what I'm saying, they wanted to hold games on their platform, so we'll do the same. So if this rumor is true, where PlayStation is going to start releasing some games and Xbox is going to get a pretty known or popular PlayStation game, whatever that might be, like let's say it's Ratchet and Clank, then are we really going to trip out about hi-firush going over there and Sea of Thieves going over to PlayStation? What if we get Returnal? Will we trip out? Would we still need to trip out about hi-firush and Sea of Thieves going over to PlayStation? See, if you think about this, and this goes back to a while ago, where Nintendo and Xbox made deals, right? Made a deal about whatever. I forgot what it was back about 5 years ago. And everybody was like, oh, here it goes. Xbox is giving up everything and they get nothing. Well, we got a whole slate of Nintendo games. There were classic old Nintendo games that, you know, I bought tons of them. The Double Dragons, the Renegades, and all, you know what I'm saying? There was tons of them, right? And then, you know what I'm saying, of course, there was Ori and the Blind Forest and I forget what the other game was that went over to Nintendo or whatever. And then there was the crossover with with one of the characters, Bancho, going over to Smash Brothers and stuff like that. Listen, Xbox is not maneuvering without getting something out of the deal. It's not just about them trying to be kumbaya and sweet for nothings because we just want it. No. Xbox and Microsoft did not be in this position by just being content. And once you get to realize that, then I think that we'll all get a better perspective. You guys that constantly complain all the time will get a better perspective that, you know what? Yeah, Xbox is over here playing in a different level that I'm not used to. I ain't going to say that I like it or I love it, but I get it now. The strategy sounds sound in order for Xbox to still maintain and be relevant. So I just think as Xbox content creators and Xbox gamers, we got to pump the brakes, man. We got the Nintendo game. We got the Developers Direct tomorrow. We got Power World dropping on the 19th. The mighty Tekken drops on. Listen, think about this. Persona. Another Persona. And a new game made by Atlas are dropping on Xbox this year. A remake to Persona 3 is dropping here in the next couple of weeks. Power World, Tekken, a game that everybody thought that this was. I thought Tekken was PlayStation's. And I know Tekken's been on PlayStation, been on Xbox for a while, and ever since the 360, but think about that. Think about where they were to where they're at. The Yakuzas, the who would have ever thought, man, I would have never thought in a million years, after what the developer said, that he would never put games on Xbox. And I can literally look and I'm seeing my Xbox, bro. Final Fantasy Online. Upset about? What are we mad about? What are we complaining about? That's my whole thing here. What are we complaining about here starting off in 2024? And Power World's getting good reviews. Let's go. Let's go. I don't give a shit about reviews, but let's go anyway. Hell, I just want to shoot something with my big ass pal with a Gatling gun. I'm just gonna harass people with my big ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get some more pals, but that's gonna be my main. I'm gonna get that big yellow Pikachu looking thing with the Gatling gun. I'm gonna light your ass up with him. I'm gonna get you with him. I promise you that. Anyway, like I said, I might hate the game, but I can't wait to play it. It looks so fun to me. So man, what are we complaining about? Honestly, sit back, everybody who's listening, and everybody who will listen later, and people who's listening to me on X Twitter right now. As an Xbox gamer, what do you need to complain about? Honestly. At this stage right now, what do you need to be mad at Xbox about? And if that whole point is about that rumor, shame on you. Because that's all it is until we get official news. And what if it, and hold on, and last thing too, because I know that some of you suckers will try to skirt out of it and act like you didn't say nothing, right? But what if it's just Sea of Thieves? You really gonna go all out and say that you're gonna switch over and go to PC and leave Xbox because of Sea of Thieves? Because of Sea of Thieves, an 8-year-old game going over. Listen, I love Sea of Thieves. I think Sea of Thieves is great, but I mean, even I haven't played Sea of Thieves in the last 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like playing Sea of Thieves solo. So you know what I'm saying? And so Don likes to go play it, but I don't want to play. I want to have a full crew. And I know that there's millions of people that play it, and I can find a crew, but I'm also playing a ton of other content. This isn't like I have to be stuck to something, to one thing. There's so much content to play on Xbox alone that I can just move here, move there, move here, move there. But if this is, let's just say it's Sea of Thieves only, you really are going to go out like that? Come on now. Stop. And my main man, Sir X-Man, says, preach, Brother K-Mega. Really appreciate it. And man, again, he said Tomb Raider was on PlayStation. Now you can buy the original Tomb Raider. This man has to get a Tomb Raider plug-in every time. You can get Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3 everywhere. Not just on PlayStation and PC. First time everywhere. Bro, this is what I'm talking about. Everything is evolving into a point to where we have to look at it and say, damn, this game is changing even faster than I can even blink. I don't know what's happening next. Xbox is not going third party. Xbox is going to toe the line. It was something that I said back in 2020. Xbox is going to toe the line. They got, and now since ABK is here, they definitely going to toe the line. Not everything is going to be exclusive, locked up under Xbox. Anybody that thinks that, you're very naive. And then you're putting money on the table. You're leaving money on the table. And then I'm also going to make the same point that I made to all of those PlayStation stands and those traders to the Xbox community that sit there that was once Xbox people and then they switched over for the engagement and for the money. You hypocrites. I'm going to say the same thing to you now, what I said to them. PlayStation is going to do the same thing. PlayStation is going to put their games on PC. PlayStation is going to sit there and have a live service. PlayStation is going to go ahead and advocate strongly for online. And also PlayStation is going to start putting their games elsewhere. They are not going to leave money on the table, ladies and gentlemen. PlayStation will follow suit. If it works for them, they damn sure will do it. They're not originators anymore. And then for the stuff that they do make, which VR looks fantastic for them. I'm not a VR guy, so I'm not interested, but it looks great for what they do. And you know what you sapsuckers has done, you PlayStation stands? Y'all can't even support that. A great piece of hardware. You can't even support that. You can't even support that. How should anybody trust anything that you guys say and do when y'all don't support anything that the brand that y'all cap for every damn day? You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't support them. Y'all don't. And so therefore, PlayStation ain't got no choice. It didn't end with this MLB The Show. So get ready. Strap up, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a great 2024. All right, everybody. I really do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. My main man Rain is gonna finish us out of here. He says Microsoft just used the superpowers. Money bag, money bag, money bag. Yes, sir. That's it. That's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the end game for Microsoft is to get Steam. That's the end game. Once they get that, it's all she wrote, bro. It's all she wrote. Once they get that, it's all she wrote. And I think that, you know, like again, it's me speculating. But I think that that's what they want more than anything. They want to tap into that. And I know that there will be people say, I would never play. Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would. And if Microsoft would be smart and just leave Steam as is, don't put no, you know what I'm saying? Don't put no, implement your stuff into it, but leave Steam as is. Game's over. Game's already over for Sony being number one going forward after, I say after 2 or 3 years. I give Sony about another 3 years max until the game is changed. And then after that, Sony is second, third place, number one in console sales. Whoop-de-damn-do. Whoop-de-do. So, all right, guys, I really do appreciate it. I will definitely do a My Thoughts video. I definitely think that you guys, Sony's a small fish. That's right. I keep telling you the government exists. Yeah, Fahim, the government do exist, but Steam is a private entity. It's not. It's private owned, baby. It's got nothing to do with you know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, which regulators come to try to regulate, yeah, but they can't stop that. They can't stop it's a private business. This is different. This isn't like ABK. This is a different thing. They'll try to regulate. Microsoft was like, we ain't gonna do nothing but just keep it the way it is. We're not gonna lock people away from it. We're just gonna we just bought it because Gabe wanted to sell it, and we'll just keep it as is. Game over. Anyway, all right, guys. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for coming and watching. I will definitely be back here doing another My Thoughts. Oh, check out the GRG podcast Friday night, which is, I guess, 2 days. Episode 300. Hope you guys come and check it out. It's really, really crazy that I've made it to 300 episodes. I mean, been doing this for a lot of years, man. And you know what I'm saying? I love talking about video games. I love doing this stuff, man. And so really appreciate the people who comes and check out the content. You know what I'm saying? If we have great numbers some weeks, bad numbers some weeks, whatever the case may be, it's just for the people who comes through, the everydayers, the people that just, show support or just stop by that haven't been through in a while, man. I really do appreciate you guys. It's been keeping me here doing this for as many years as I've been doing it, man. So, and big shout out to the people who's been a part of GRG for all the years that we've been doing it. So, for people who's here today and for the people who was there beforehand. So, yeah, man, episode 300, man, coming up Friday, man. So thank you guys. Really appreciate it. I'm out. Peace.